Hey sis, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that you are here and ready to learn about how to get funding for your business. So, you're here because you probably saw an ad on the internet and you want to know how in the world I got over $42,000 in funding in my business and how did I do it in 30 days. It may sound crazy, and let's keep it real, it may even sound a little scammy, but by the end of this webinar, you'll know exactly how I did it, that it was perfectly legal, and of course that you have so many options to get your business funded too. So today you're going to learn about three things. One, how I got funding. Two, how you can get funding. And three, what to do with that funding so you can actually scale your business. Now, this is my commitment to you. No more inconsistent cash flow, no more bootstrapping, no more pulling from your personal budget to fund your business. I'm going to teach you how to get the funding you need. But first, let's establish some trust because we're talking about your money in your business, right? Well, I'm just not another face on the internet. I'm a real person. I work with real women and I'm qualified to give you business advice. So, who am I? My name is Ariel Lauren and I'm a Harvard-trained business strategist. I have a ton of business certifications and degrees, including a master's in management from Harvard University, a certificate in strategic management from Harvard as well, and a certificate in international business management from Georgetown. I also study social and cultural analysis at NYU and film producing. So now, why are my business degrees and certifications even important? Well, in the age of the internet, there are a lot of people attempting to give advice in industries where they are not qualified. And if my business education and certifications are not enough, I want you to know that I have 10 years experience developing business strategies for corporate clients like Pepsi, Tennis Channel, and Purina Dog Chow. But more relevant to you, I've also worked with a ton of startups, helping them scale from nothing to 7 figures in sales. So I am not new to the game. I know what it takes to get your business funded. I know what it takes to sell. And I hope that by the end of this class, you'll receive a ton of free value that you can apply to your business. So if you've been on the internet, there is a lot of hype. You've probably heard things like start your business from nothing, or with $100, you can get started on your $1 million business. But here's the real truth. Bootstrapping will get you nowhere fast. Now, can you take $100 and turn it into $1,000? Yes, that's easy to do. But I'm not here to help you do that. You don't need me to make $1,000. I'm here to help you earn over $100,000 in yearly sales. And that requires a completely different strategy as a startup. When you're trying to do that, you need money to make money and not $100 that you're pulling from your personal budget. No. You need money that's really going to make a difference, that's going to fund your ideas, that's going to help you reach new audiences, and that's going to help you launch properly and profitably. So I'm here to make sure that you get that money because if I could just keep it real for a second, I just personally feel like as women, we're taught that we have to do everything, that we have to build our businesses from scratch, that we have to fund them, that we have to run them, and I just think we're the only gender that really believes that. There are so many funding resources available to us. We just have to take the time to learn what's available and how to go through the application process. So I hope that's why you're here, because it's my mission to help women like you get the funding you deserve. So let's jump into it. How did I get over $42,000 for funding in my business in 30 days? Well, the first thing I did was diversify my funding strategy. I knew that there were several funding options that I could go after and that all of my funding did not have to come from one source. So I went after 3 different options. And here's the thing, I only had a 655 personal credit score. So straight up average personal credit, nothing special. Now, I had never also had a business loan before, so my business didn't have business credit to lean on. So if this sounds like you or close to it, I want to be really clear about something. Number 1, you don't need business credit to get funding. And number 2, personal credit is optional. There are funding resources that don't even require credit. So if you have bad credit or no credit, it's okay. You still have options. So I'm going to break down the 3 different types of funding that I got just to give you an example of basically what is possible. So the first loan that I got, I was approved for $13,500 and it was a 12-month short-term business loan. So I got it from my payment processor who has a lending program. And if you don't know what a payment processor is, it's a company like PayPal, Square, or another POS system that accepts payments. A few of these companies offer loans based on your sales history, and some don't even check or put heavy weight on your credit. The most important thing is your sales. So if you've had recent sales activity in your business, this is a great funding source to explore. And if not, don't really worry. There are other ways to fix that if you still want to go after this type of funding. So, number one, you can strategically plan a special offer to your audience to bring in more sales activity to your payment processor. I've done this before, and it's a great way to show activity in your business, which always puts lenders at ease. Number two, you can open up a completely new source of revenue, like a side hustle or a second gig, but funnel the money you get through your payment processor because that still counts as recent sales, and it can help your application. So, either way, this type of loan is just one of your options, so let's move on and get into more. The second type of loan I got approved for was a personal loan, and I received $7,500 in funding. This loan came from a small financial institution that works with local people. I applied online and got approved, and then I just had to go into the office to sign a bunch of paperwork. Now, during the application process, they asked me for my last 3 months' personal bank account statements, my tax returns, and they pulled my personal credit report. Now, why is a personal loan a great option for a startup business? A personal loan does not count your business earnings, and that's really helpful if you don't have any or if you've just been struggling with sales. So if you just have a full-time source of income, then that's what they're going to count as part of your application. And if you have at least average credit, which is like above a 620 credit score, then you're in good shape to get this type of loan. But when you get it, you want to apply it to your business and the area of your business that's going to help you pay the funds back fast. I'll explain more about how to do that toward the end of this webinar. So let's move into my third source of funding. I went after a business line of credit and received $21,800 in funding. A business line of credit is just like a credit card because it's revolving. That means I can take out as much money as I want up to my credit limit, and as I pay it back, that money becomes available to me again. Now, there are many different ways to get approved for a business line of credit, but I got approved based on my bank account statements, my payment processor sales history, and having an average credit score. But every bank is different, and I can definitely help you navigate that process. So let's recap. I got a 12-month business loan, a personal loan, and a business line of credit, all of which added up to $42,800. But you have options. You can get a short-term business loan, which is 3 to 12 months to pay back, a long-term business loan, which gives you over 12 months to pay back, a payment processor loan, a personal loan, a business line of credit, a business credit card, or if you don't want to go the whole lending debt route, you can also launch a crowdfunding campaign, or you can get into really high-paying side hustles like freelance work or even walking rich people's dogs. The bottom line is you have options, and those options do not involve whatever you're currently making at your job. It doesn't require you to touch your savings or to kill your social life because you're trying to save money from going out. Because the whole point of getting funding is to add capital to your business, not take away from what your business already has or your personal budget. But I want to be clear because I did not just spend 30 minutes telling you how to get funding to not tell you what to do with it. So here's one of the most important parts of this webinar. You need to put the money you receive in expanding your audience. You need to strategically test and invest in things like advertising to put your product or service in front of the right people. People who are ready to purchase from you right now because you have something that they need right now. And as a business strategist, one of the mistakes I keep seeing people make is they think that they can build a business fast by just posting for free on social media. That is not how the algorithms work. You're receiving the same limited amount of people every single day, and you have to understand that Facebook and Instagram are a business first. They are not interested in you profiting off their platform without paying to use it. So you need to learn how to advertise and how to strategically target your ads to reach more people. So after you receive funding, I recommend that you put 70% of the funds into marketing and advertising, but not just any advertising. I mean ads that you can test with small amounts of money, and then once you know that they work, you add more and more money to scale your business. I've seen entrepreneurs triple, even quadruple their business earnings using this method. Because when you approach your marketing like it's a system, then you put the pieces in place to automate a constant flow of customers. You can put things in place like sales funnels, which introduce your company, products, and services to new customers. And most importantly, you can still be super authentic, hands-on, and relatable with your potential customers. But they shouldn't have to wait on you to learn more about your business. And that's what sales funnels are for. All right, so that was just a quick marketing lesson. I know that was a lot, but I wouldn't feel good about introducing you to funding options without telling you where to invest in your business. So I've told you my personal story, I've introduced you to funding options, and I've given you tips for how to invest that money and scale. But I want to go deeper with you, and not just on some pre-recorded webinar. I actually want to work with you live, me and you, putting in the work to get the funding you need and to scale your business well over $100,000 in yearly sales. I've created a very special program called 100K Incubator, which I designed to help women entrepreneurs get the funding they need and to coach them through the process of scaling their businesses to over $100,000 in yearly sales. But before you assume that this program is going to cost you an arm, a leg, and a kidney, I want you to know that I am tired of the coaching and consulting industry charging ridiculous amounts of money for advice. When you are an entrepreneur and you're trying to make your first $100,000 in sales, the last thing you need is an expensive coach or program. What you need is quality advice, a committed mentor, funding resources, a business strategy, and people who are actually going to hold you accountable. And that is why I created 100K Incubator. When you enroll in this program, you immediately get access to 26 training videos that are going to walk you through number one, how to get funding, number two, how to create in-demand products and services, and number three, how to market and advertise your business to reach over $100,000 in yearly sales. But I said we're going to work together live, right? So I host a weekly Q&A call for all members of the Incubator, where you can ask me questions about getting funding, how to create products and services that sell, and how to market to your target audience. I am fully accessible and an open book. And even beyond the group calls, I make myself available for one-on-one coaching calls. And you can always find me in our private LinkedIn group for members. But the advice you get doesn't just stop at me. In addition to what I bring to the table, we have credit counselors, accountants, marketers, and other experts who are active in the incubator to make sure that you succeed. And because accountability is important, we've made it super easy for you to find an accountability partner in our private members directory. Not only will you have someone holding you accountable in your business, but you'll also meet other members doing the work at our in-person meetups in your local area. Now, I'm aware that by helping entrepreneurs raise thousands of dollars in funding and by helping you reach $100,000 in yearly sales, that I could easily charge thousands of dollars for my services. But I've been there and done that as a private consultant. And that's not what the 100K Incubator program is about. This is about giving you access to the information and resources that are going to put money in your account and help you reach over $100,000 in yearly sales. Seriously, if you are willing to put in the work, then I am willing to give you the information and to show up live to help you. So instead of charging $10,000 to help you reach at least $100,000 in yearly sales, I'm going to give you access to this extremely robust program for just $35 per month. Yes, you heard that correctly, $35 per month. Unclutch your pearls, because I really mean this. I'm really in this to help as many entrepreneurs as possible. And I know that you're raising your eyebrow like, is this woman really gonna help me for just $35 per month? Yes, and I get results. When I worked with life coach and best-selling author Chanel Cooper Sykes, I created over $1 million in sales for her. She says, Ariel was my business lifesaver. We worked together for 2.5 years where she restructured my business, staff, and operations to create consistent and stronger cash flow. We generated over $1 million in sales together. But more importantly, she's trustworthy, authentic, and as real as they come. My company wouldn't be where it is today if it wasn't for her work and for her commitment to my success. So if she's offering to help you with your business, don't even think twice. Work with her. I also worked with Lydia Bonilla, the founder of Plume, and helped her create $13,424 in her first 30 days of sales, putting her well on the path to 6 figures in her first year. She says, when my company Plume was launching its first product, the Moi Box, I hired Ariel to lead my marketing and publicity efforts. Together, we got the Moi Box to be the first adult product approved for Kickstarter, and she ran my campaign, raising $13,424 in the first 30 days of sales. Additionally, she got press for the Moi Box in Fast Company, TechCrunch, Huffington Post, Nerve, XO Jane, and several other media outlets. It was a successful launch, and I learned so much from Ariel. She was instrumental from start to finish. This is your go-to person for building buzz. I also work with Malian Leahy, CEO of Kawu Specialty Coffee. Again, notice all these companies are in different industries. She says, Ariel delivers in every way imaginable as a business strategist. I trust her with all of my marketing and development needs. I first started working with her on the branding of my Hawaiian coffee business, Kawu Specialty Coffee. Our work boosted my coffee sales and opened up a new line of revenue for brand apparel. When I was ready to expand my business, she connected me with prime clients who would increase my business sales exponentially. I am forever grateful for her dedication, work ethic, and results. I look forward to our continued work together. And just to be clear, when Malian says that I helped her get prime clients, we're talking luxury 5-star hotels who were interested in selling her coffee. Another amazing woman, Christine Guillot, the CEO of Merchant Methods, says, I worked with Ariel during an important transition in my professional life. Having nurtured my consulting business alongside my corporate job, I needed strategic support to continue growing my company so that I could confidently transition to full-time entrepreneurship. Ariel shared her well-balanced talents of business savvy and intuition to help me navigate the next chapter of my entrepreneurial venture, which included streamlining my services, advising on corporate partnerships, reviewing marketing materials, and being a resource for my staff. So the bottom line is, when I make a commitment to help a woman, I mean it, and I get results. And that's why I'm presenting you with this limited time offer to join 100K Incubator today. So just to recap, because you're really getting a lot, 26 plus training videos on how to get funding, how to create in-demand products and services, and how to increase your sales through targeted, well-tested advertising. Weekly group member calls with me, group expert calls with top credit counselors, business strategists, and financial advisors. Again, we're committed to making sure you have every resource you need. A private LinkedIn group for members, only where you can ask your questions 24/7 and actually get a response. A private members directory where you can get your very own accountability partner and list your business. Local meetups so you can meet other phenomenal women entrepreneurs who are members in your area. And you're invited to experience all of this for just $35 per month. And just so you know how much I really want you to experience this incubator, I'll even let you check out the program for 24 hours for just $1. Just check it out for a full day and just experience it for what it is. I'm just going to not give you a reason to say no, because you wouldn't be on this webinar if you didn't need help funding your business. So you can get help today for just $1. Let me help you do the work to get your business funded. 100K Incubator is for the woman who wants to earn over $100,000 in her business every single year. It's for the woman who is tired of using her personal finances to fund her business. It's for the woman who is ready to market her business on a whole new level and reach a new audience that is stronger and has consistent sales. It's for the woman who is ready and committed to doing the work to see a big change in her business. So you may be asking, can I join the membership if I don't have an active business yet, but plan on starting one? Yes. In fact, I'd encourage you to join so we can teach you how to set your business up right from the beginning to qualify for funding and scale to over $100,000 in yearly sales. This is the goal that we have for all of our members. Another question you may be asking is, what if I have an active business, but I have not stayed on top of my business finances, my personal credit, or my taxes? Can I still join? Yes. In fact, this program was really created for you because I've been in that exact same spot as a business owner. Before I learned how to structure my business, I didn't know what to do to receive funding, to scale, or to really just thrive. So I'm committed to making sure that you do that. Another question we get, how long does the membership last? Or what if I need to update my billing? Or what if I have a technical question? We have a full technical and billing support team that takes care of our members. I encourage you to stay in the membership for as long as you are receiving value. The moment you do not feel like you're receiving value, cancel, because that to me is not an ethical business exchange. But we have done everything possible between the 26 training videos, the core program, the members directory, the private discussion group, the live meetups, the live calls, and so much more to deliver you the incredible value for a very low price. Inside the incubator, there's always something for you to learn and a new resource for you to check out. Plus, you get custom feedback on your business, all under this extremely affordable membership rate. And your rate will never change. The rate you get when you sign up now is the rate that you keep. So join me if you know you're ready to get your business funded and ready to scale to over $100,000 in yearly sales. Click the button and meet me inside of the incubator. And when you get in, I want you to introduce yourself to the group, get started on the training videos, and I'll be ready to get your business the funding and the strategy it needs to scale. I'm waiting for you inside the incubator, and I hope by now that you've made the choice to join us. There is so much we can help you with, and we are truly here to serve you and your business. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you inside of the incubator. But if for some reason you don't join us, I hope that at the very least you got a ton of value from this class today. So see you soon, and thank you again for your time, for your enthusiasm, and just your willingness to learn.